So let's get started by logging in. Okay, I've just logged in as a student, and now when you're a student logging in, you get the dashboard where you see all your information in one place. Okay, so I'm currently seeing my items for Thursday, the April 17, which is today, and I've got homework, timetable, diary and events. Alright, let's have a quick look at homework. I've got one item due today, I've got 3 going forward, and also from the homework button I can add a new item. Timetables, I've got 4 classes. I'm in Thursday of week 2, and once again I can also add a new item. Diary, I've got 1 note. Events, 1 event, and once again I can add new items from these buttons. Okay, on the left underneath the tabs we've got filter by tag. So the filter by tag is once I've tagged an item, if I want to search for items that have got that tag, I just click on that and it brings up a list of all the tags. Okay, underneath, because I've just logged in, I've got a list of all of my items for the day. Timetable, there are my 4 items, notes, my 1 note, my 1 homework and my 1 event. Down the bottom I've also got my info items, and I've also got a calendar. I can see I'm on the 17th here, and I can access any day from the calendar also. On the calendar you can also see there's little highlights in the various colours, notes, timetables, events and homework, so I can see what days I've got events on. Alright, and finally I've got my calendar view over on the right hand side. Starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, goes through till 11 at night, and I can see what I've got on for the day at 7 o'clock. I've got my event for today, then at 8:45 history, geography, mathematics, and I've got a music group practice at 3 o'clock. Alright, let's start having a look through some of the features. Okay, so if I want to check the details on my history class for the day, I simply click on that and it comes up with a detailed view with Mr. Blaney in room 5. Okay, now if it's one of my personal items like the music group practice, I can click on that and I get an additional option here where I'm able to edit it. So let's just click on edit, and it's got all the information, class description, room, day, week in the cycle and Mr. Spotswood. So I can change any of that if I need to. I'm just going to cancel that for the time being. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to my notes. So I've got a note, today is a good day, and I've clicked on that and I can see it's got a tag. It's been tagged that it's cool, so that's great. So I can also edit this if I want to. I can add some extra tags if I want to. I'm going to decide that it's colourful as well, so I've now got a cool and a colourful tag for this note item. So I'm just going to save that. Alright, so going down I've also got homework. So I've got a history assignment about history. I've actually created this one myself. I can see here I've set my own homework as student 1, and I'm going to edit that now because it's a pretty cool day today, and I want to group all of these things together. So I'm going to add another tag there so that my history assignment homework is also cool. So I'm going to save that. Alright, event for today. I've got my event for today, so let's have a quick look at that as well. I'm going to edit that as well. That's already been tagged as cool, so that's going to be very helpful for later on. Alright, so at this stage I've handled all my items for today, and I might want to start planning around some other activities. So perhaps of most interest, I want to see what notes I've got coming forward for the week, so I'm going to click on diary going forward. Alright, And now I can see I've got some other notes coming up. So I've got some earlier notes from today. I've got my note for today, but I've also got a note for 4th of the 12th to note on a visit to Motzelvat. So that way I can access all of my notes. The same applies for timetables and events. So let's have a look at timetables, for example. Alright, and that lists out all of my timetable items. Alright, so one thing you'll notice, let's just go back to diary notes. It seems like in earlier there's not a lot of notes. We've added in a new feature where if you want to limit the amount of notes that are displayed, you can just go up to Student, click on Preferences, and then you can see my history has been set to 3 days. So that's the number of days passed to search for earlier items. So for example, if I set that to 30, save. Alright, now I'm getting a lot more notes in here, which is too much really, so I'd actually like to go back to 3. Let's go and change it back to 3 so it's a bit easier to manage. Alright, so that pretty much covers all my items. I can see what I've received. I can add tags now. So what I quickly want to do is just check my tags. So I know I'm having a cool day today, so I want to see what's happening there. So let's just click on cool. Alright. And I can see that I've got my notes. Alright, I'm in notes at the moment. Actually, I might go back to today. Alright, so I'm going to go back to my tags now and click on cool. Alright, and I'm getting a few more now. So I've got my timetables. Items have been tagged with cool. There's no classes, but I've got one note that today's a good day. I've also got the homework with cool, my history assignment, and I've also got the event for today, which is appearing in my time chart here. Okay, so that way if I've got a particular activity on, the school fair or whatever it might be, I can create a tag around that and then go and have a look at all the items that are connected to that. And then also I can